One of the biggest problems as a coach you might face is having to produce content every single week. And in this video, I'm going to show you a simple automation that when you upload in a YouTube video, it's going to repurpose that into multiple shorts, reels. It's going to create email content for you. It's going to create it in the platforms where you can then schedule that ready to go out onto social media and onto email, all in the single click of a button. So as a high level overview, this is what's going to happen. When you upload a new video into YouTube, a piece of software, AI software called Opus Clip is going to transcribe it. It's going to grab that transcript. It's then going to clip it up into various short reels. It's going to then extract those clips from the project. It's going to get those URLs, generate 3 emails using AI, extract the date into a day, month format. So they're going to add those 3 emails that's just created into a Google Doc. So you've got that ready to hand to edit yourself, put it into the content that you want to make, ready to add to ConvertKit or whatever email platform you use. And then finally, it's going to schedule those reels onto Instagram utilizing a platform like Buffer. So let's run through how this works. So if we jump into my YouTube to begin with, it's going to use this most recent one, the automated client check-in long form video from YouTube as the upload. So if we check in the setup, it's got a new video in the channel is the trigger on YouTube. So you just need to copy in the channel ID from your channel, which you can find really easily. And then it's going to find the records from those 3 videos I've just shown you of them being pulled up inside of Zapier. And as you can see, the most recent one, the client check-in automation for coaches, is the most recent one that's being pulled through. So it's found the YouTube video that we're looking for, and that's going to be the piece of content that we're going to then use to generate multiple pieces of content off the back of it. So step 2 then is it's going to transcribe that YouTube video inside of Opus Clip. So it's going to find that YouTube URL that we've just uploaded, and it's going to then send it into Opus Clip. If we go into Opus Clip, you can see what it's done is it has now transcribed the whole thing for us. There isn't as cleanly a neat way of extracting the transcript directly from YouTube. You just can usually get the description. So what it's done, as you can see, is it's transcribed the entire video automatically, and it's got a short little reel that it's pulled together already for us, which is great. So what it's now done is it's got the transcript ready to go, and it will then create it as a project. Next up, we're going to grab that transcript from Opus Clip again. So this next prompt is to get a transcript of the project. So although it's created it, as you can see in step 2, it doesn't actually pull out the transcript directly into Zapier. It just creates it within inside of Opus Clip. So next we need to then get the transcript from there. So we refer to the project from step 2. Going to format it in plain text. We don't want it to be successful if no search results are found. So we put false here. And we also want to return the first search results. We just want to find the first transcript that pops up from that specific upload. And as you can see, it's now done that. And it has pulled through the transcript download URL and the specific transcript from Opus Clip. So that's good. So far we've got that transcript, and we're going to use that to create the email content in the later steps. Now in step 4, we want to clip this YouTube video up into multiple short form reels, utilizing our own brand template, so that every single time it creates it, it's going to have the same font, the same text imagery, the same color schemes, the same brand color schemes, that type of thing. So again, we're going to refer to the YouTube URL. We can set how long we want that clip to be. So for example, we're just going to put it as auto, so it's a 0 to 3 minute reel. The brand template then you can set within Opus Clip. And once you've created it in this drop down list in Zapier, it can refer to it. So you always use the same scheme every single time. And obviously we do want to clip it. So false for don't clip. If we go back into Opus Clip, this is where you can then find the projects that it's working on for you. And obviously you can do all of this manually, but we always want to automate wherever we can. And if you go to the left-hand side here in brand template, this is just to show you quickly how this is working. So if we go to the caption, for example, you can set which font you want, the effects, the colors, any overlay you like, any music. You can decide whether you want to remove filler words, all that type of thing. Or you can use kind of presets as well. So once you've set that up, it then works on autopilot. It's always the same every single time, which is obviously super, super helpful. We haven't got to change the formatting every single time. Again, saving us loads and loads of time. So once we test that, as you can see, it's now sent a project to Opus Clip, and it's created a new project for us, which as we go back into the dashboard is the second version of the same video. This time what you'll see is it's now going to have created 17 reels for us automatically based on that long form video. So it probably takes around 5 minutes for this to take place. So although it will happen automatically, obviously it just needs to read through that video, find clips that are most useful, create the videos themselves, transcribe those, and then it's going to give it a score, essentially a trending score, like how it thinks it's going to rank. So we basically just want to use these top 5 ones. If we use the ones at the bottom here with these kind of lower scores, it's probably because the content isn't that engaging relative to the shorter clips at the top. And so we really want to use these top 5. Right, so now we've done that, I'm going to go back into the Zapier workflow. So now we've clipped it up, we've got 17 different reels off the back of that one YouTube video, we've got the transcript. We're now going to extract those clips again and get those 17 videos, again referring to the project ID in step 4. So this new project we've just made, the second project of that first video. We want all the clips that it finds, and we want to return all the results as line items, not just the first results. We want to find all 17. And as you can see, what's going to happen then is it's going to find the title, it's found 17 clips, it's found the project ID, and it has found all of the different titles, descriptions, all within there. So that's awesome. Next step, number 6, is then to format that by extracting the individual URLs, because at the moment all the URLs are in one big block, which means it's not very helpful for Buffer because it won't be able to format it properly. So you want to put the input as the results clip URL from step 5, separated by a comma, because as you can see, when we go to step 5 here, within the URLs, it's going to break at the point of a comma. So otherwise it's going to be basically one long block of text of just consecutive URLs. So what this does is basically it takes all of that big block of text and converts it then neatly into these 17 different outputs. So each individual output then is a separate URL for each individual clip that it's just made within inside of Opus Clip. So now we've got our transcript of the video, we've got 17 clips, and we've got the URLs within Opus Clip for each individual reel, which means that we can then use those later to post them onto Buffer. Step 7 then is where you're going to use AI to transcribe or basically create 3 separate emails off the back of the transcript so that we don't have to then write them because it's going to create it for us automatically. So the prompt for us is obviously using the title and the transcript from our original YouTube video. We're then going to use this. So you're a world-class email copywriter known for writing engaging, powerful copy that converts and builds trust. Keeping in mind the information you know about me, please write 3 different 300 to 400 word emails with 1 sentence per paragraph that adds actionable value to the reader about the topic of the transcript. Write this as if you're a conversion copywriter specializing in conversational email copy that connects and converts. It should be in my voice, speaking to my ideal client avatar, and should reference my expertise and philosophy. The goal is to give the reader an aha moment while reading this and something they would happily save, share, or refer back to because of how useful it is. To accomplish the goal, the content should be different, useful, and simple. And then I'm giving it a kind of format to follow, having a hook, some examples, some credibility, coach, 3 different emails, and different formats. I want something educational, something a bit more personal, and some kind of quick tip or actionable email. And then please avoid using sort of hyphens and the phrase not just, so it doesn't always sound like AI's written it. And each email should be complete with subject line and body content ready to send. Now, when you test this, as you can see, it's now created 3 separate emails with a headline. So it's created the email subject 1 here, email body 1 with the email created off the back of that transcript. And so we can use that in the next step as well. So we've now got 3 emails. Now, in order to store this neatly within inside of Google Drive, we want to make sure that the date is extracted in a nice clean format, because if you want to try and save this as a file, then the published date within YouTube here isn't particularly good. It's a bit messy. So we want to basically tidy it up by taking it to format, date, month, year. So as you can see, what happens is the input is the original published date of the YouTube videos. We're basically going to use that as a way of storing our email copy within Google Drive with the correct date attached to that file, so we always know we can store it inside of our email marketing planner. As you can see when you test this, the output is nice and clean now, so we've just got that simple date to refer to. Then we go into Google Docs. What we're going to do next is we're going to save those 3 emails we've created within Google Drive, and there's going to be a file then with all 3 of them nice and neatly stored. And I'll show you just in a second how that will look. So the document name, we're just going to call it email marketing, and the output from step 8 with the date neatly formatted. The document content then is going to be email subject 1, the title that it's created, and then email 1 body, the actual body of the email, and the same for email 2, the same for email 3, and we're going to store it in the folder I call email archive, which is essentially where all of the email content that I'm going to create is going to sit. I can then refer to individual files within my email planner, so I always have a place to quickly refer to it. If you want to add in anything else, you can do here, but essentially all that we need right now is just that copy. So when we come to test it, what it's going to do is it's going to send this into Google Drive, into the specific folder that we want. It's going to create a Google Docs with the transcribed YouTube video formatted into 3 individual emails that we can then use for that week's marketing content as well. So just to show you what happens here, if we go over to the email archive section, I did this previously, but I'm just going to run it again to show you how this works. So it's going to take those 3 emails it's created. It's going to retest it. And when we come over into here, it should then create another version of the same Google Doc again for us. There we go. Okay, so it's just populated again. And as you can see, it's going to format it in the way we've asked. So it's going to have the subject headline for the first email. It's going to have that email text body, then the second email and the text associated with that one. And then the third email with title and the copy for that email as well. So how good is that? Now, we don't just want it to schedule that automatically for us, because we want to actually make it sound a little more human. We want to make sure that we quality assure this. But what we can do is we can start with this as a kind of format, go through and just edit the text to make it sound how we want it to, and just rephrase it in the way we want to. But we've really got that structure ready to go. We've got 3 emails for the week done automatically from one simple YouTube upload, which is pretty cool. So we can use that as a starting point for future emails for that week. The final step then, now that we've got the transcript, the clips, the video, the emails, is to then schedule those clips from Opus Clip that's been created off the back of that YouTube video into Buffer, which is then going to schedule that cadence that we want the videos onto Instagram. So for this one, we're going to add to the queue in Buffer. We're going to add a reel from Opus Clip. We're going to refer to it in this step, and we're going to post it onto our page. We're going to refer to our organization here, the channel, whichever channel you want to post it to, a reel in this instance. The text we can then use maybe the email copy that we've just created as relatable and helpful text that would match up with that video nicely, because it's come from the transcript of that video, so that could work well. You could again create another step and ask it to create a new description here, a new Instagram sort of transcript for you. But very simply here, I've just asked it to put the email copy from that previous step in here, and then the video, you can pick any of the 17 to upload, and then we can obviously upload more if you wanted to. For now, for simplicity, I'm just going to upload 1 at a time, and we want to share it to the feed in a direct scheduling format, schedule post, and we can type it in a kind of intuitive manner. So we can just say today at 6, and when we then come over into Buffer, again, because I've done this all previously, is within here, you can now see that we've got a video with a description. Got a video with a description. So it's got that email transcript that it's created. It's used that as the format for the text for the video. It's then pulled the video from Opus Clip, and as you can see, and because we set within Opus Clip the removal of filler words, it's also clipped it up neatly so that it hasn't got any kind of ums and ahs in the video. And that has gone straight into Instagram, ready and posted at the time we want it to be ready to post it onto our own individual page. So off the back of creating just one video we now have a full transcript. We have 17 clips, of which we probably want to use the top 5. We have 3 emails written, and we have the ability to then schedule all 5 of those videos for the week directly into Instagram, utilizing something like Buffer as the intermediary, the ability to then use the transcript that's already created as the description, and all of that can happen automatically for us with only a small amount of manual editing, just to make sure that the formatting of the text is to our liking and to make sure it's quality assured as well. But all of that, if you imagine how many hours that saved of having to extract the transcript, come up with 3 different emails and write them out individually each time, posting 5 different videos with the descriptions, making sure they're at the right time, quality assuring all of that, it's a lot. It's a lot of hours. You could probably say at least 3 or 4 hours a week that this one simple automation would save you. So hope that's been useful. If you're interested in having a chat about how this works, just drop a comment down below. Other than that, hope that's been useful, and chat to you very soon.